Hello, my name's Mike. I'm from England. Why not join me in my YouTube channel as I produce videos on things which interest me, for instance, my hobby of astronomy. A basic telescope setup here, but I tend to modify it so that it's more useful to you. Instead of having to crick your neck when you look at the stars, why not use old binocular prisms so that you can have extra spotters attached to your basic scope, a little bit of eyepiece relief, a little bit of left here so you can put a different adapter in, like webcams, and also I've still got my finder as well. Also, I like to modify equipment. A spotter scope that might be useful for terrestrial viewing might be useless for astronomy, but if you use the front lens and borrow an old binocular lens and an old prism from an eyepiece, you've got something which you can look at through the stars from this, and I can look even overhead at the heavens and I'm not cricking my neck. It's all about making things enjoyable, and I have a range of other scopes which I modified in the same way. I also like looking after pets, and I'm passionate about caring about wildlife, so my garden is kept to be wildlife friendly with lots of branches and perching points for creatures. We have hedgehogs, we even have long-tailed tits, goldfinches sometimes, lots of house sparrows, blackcaps, and all sorts of different birds, even starlings and wrens and robins in our garden, and that's because we give them places to perch. We also have blackbirds that nest in our garden as well. My pets, these are our pets. First, this is Hugo. He has a very, very active life and he loves running around and jumping about. He's always playing. This is Spencer. He's more inquisitive and he's more sociable than Hugo, but isn't it nice that they've both got different personalities? Spencer really likes to be taken out and cuddled a lot. Oh, Spencer. I'll just show you my sewing machine. I also like fixing machines, particularly old sewing machines. These beautifully engineered machines were made in factories all over Europe, in the USA, etc. Here we have a Necki, and it's a 525, circa 1960 or 1961. I've been working on the timing mechanism, and you can see here when I turn the motor on, I've got it just about perfect. I also love this machine for the fact that it came with a load of cams. These are pattern stitchers, and I'm working on that at the moment. I also love writing and recording my own music, and on my channel you'll find lots of examples of music that I've written and recorded. If you like that sort of thing, then join me on my channel. That's Mike. I'm also writing a trilogy. It's called Age of Alpine Ore. Book 1 is being read chapter by chapter at the moment. I've worked on book 2 to the point where it's just requiring editing, and book 3 is nearly in the can. Here you see my part of what I'm doing for book 2. I have notes on one side about various characters, and I keep also loose notes which give me clues as to how I want the characters to interact. But also, like any author, you change as you go along, and events in your own life influence what you write, and it's good to reflect on what you do write. But to one side I also keep my music and new ideas that I have, because that's also something I'm very passionate about, as you've seen earlier, writing and recording music. If that interests you, then join me on my channel.